everyone, my name is Weir and I'm an online content creator, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some fun and cute Christmas creations using the Cricut Explore 3 machine. It's so amazing what this machine can do. I've been using Cricut products for many years, so I'm really excited to share some ideas with you today, and let's get straight into it. Okay, I'm starting off by opening up my Cricut Explore 3 machine. So we're going to be using the foil transfer kit for the first project, and in the kit you get some foil transfer sheets as well as the transfer kit tool, and it comes with 3 different tips, so a medium, a fine and a bold. We're going to be using the medium for this project, so just loading that into the machine, taking out the blade that's already in there. And there's a little storage section in the machine, which is great, so you can put all your tools down there. And I'm then just going to open up the images. So I'm wanting to do a Christmas tag for this project, so just picking out a tag template and then holding down shift and rotating that so it's nice and straight, and just adjusting the size, having a bit of a play around. And I'm then going to find some text that says Merry Christmas. So just again going into the Cricut design space and picking out a design. So I'm picking the operation type to be draw only because I want to do something that's like a fine drawing. So I think this one looks nice, just picking that out and then resizing it. And then for the operation type, we're going to select foil and then medium. And then for the tag, we're going to select just a basic cut and then continuing on. So it's then taking me to the matte section. I'm just going to make sure that that we've got enough space around the design for the cut and for the transfer. And I'm just using a light grip matte for this one because we're working with paper. So I'm picking out a red foil transfer sheet, and then I'm going to transfer it onto some white card. So just placing that down onto the mat, securing it in place, and then we're going to stick the transfer foil down. So in the kit it comes with some tape that you can use to do this. And the secret here, the trick is to make sure that it's securely placed down and that it's taut. So you just want to pull it gently as you do this, making sure that it's placed down really securely and not bunched up at all, like so. And then we're just going to gently feed it into the Cricut machine, putting it into place here, and then the machine will just check the size of the mat. So it's just making sure that everything's lined up with the Cricut design space. And now it's ready for us to do the transfer. So I'm just pressing that play button that comes up flashing and watching the machine do its magic. It's so cool. This was my first time testing out the foil transfer, so I'm really excited to see how it comes out. And here it is, gently peeling back the tape. And now the second step is the cut. So Cricut Design Space will tell you what to do, and we're just going to load the fine blade in to the machine. So taking the transfer tool out, loading the blade in, and then clicking OK. And it's doing the cut now. So there's 2 different steps to this operation, and the design space tells you what to do. It just talks you through each step. So once that's cut out, and as you can see that beautiful foil design, we're just going to gently peel the cardstock back and peel the tag off, and this is the finished result. I also did a couple more tags with different designs. So this one is like a Christmas bauble design, which I just found in the Cricut design space as well. Peeling that transfer tape back, And then doing the cut like we did for the other one. Gently removing it from the mat. And this is the finished result. I'm so happy with how these tags turned out. I think they look amazing. And the other great thing about the design space is that you can save your designs so that you can go back to them and recreate them later. So I'm just saving this to the design space. And like I said before, you can store your tools in this little section in the Cricut Explore 3 machine. It's so handy. It's got a little magnetic strip as well to store those tools in. Okay, so for the next project we're going to be using some smart vinyl. This is amazing. This is a new product and my first time testing this out as well. So I'm just cutting that down, cutting a section of the smart vinyl off. And we're going to be decorating a glass for this next design. So I wanted to pick out a snowflake design from the Cricut design space. So just searching snowflake under the images. And you can pick your operation type. So I'm just selecting cut only because we're going to be cutting the vinyl. So this just kind of gives you a few more options here to tailor it to what project you're creating. So I just picked this snowflake, this basic snowflake design out and just changing the size. And then I'm going to copy and paste it because we're going to be cutting out a few of the same size and shape snowflakes. So just, I think 8 will do. And then because we're using the smart vinyl, we don't need to use a mat for this, which is so cool. So I'm just selecting the smart vinyl option and then loading this into the machine. And then again, the machine will just check the size so it knows what it's working with. And we're ready to do the cut, so just pressing play. And it's going to cut those snowflake designs out. Once it's done, it'll just pop out of the machine and you can see the snowflake designs here. I'm then just cutting it down so that we can use the excess smart vinyl for another project, and then gently peeling the vinyl back. So here are our snowflakes, and I'm then going to get some transfer tape, and what this does is it's kind of like a sticky vinyl, a sticky material that picks up the vinyl off the backing. So I'm then just grabbing a scraper tool and gently scraping that back and forth. This will help to attach the vinyl to the transfer tape. And then I'm just cutting these snowflakes out so we've got individual stickers essentially. That's what we've created, and peeling it back. As you can see, the design, the vinyl design has stuck to the transfer tape, and then you can place it down, and because it's clear you can see where you want to place it. So I'm going to be decorating this glass. I've seen these Libby can-shaped glasses all over social media recently. They're really popular at the moment, so I thought it would be cute to create a snowflake design for our Libby glass. And then scraping it on again just to make sure that it transfers properly over onto the glass, and then you can peel the transfer tape off like so. So I'm just going to keep adding some snowflakes to the glass. Just placing the design down, and I like to use my finger to kind of rub it into place first and then use the scraper tool to really secure it before we peel back the transfer tape. And this just ensures that the full design gets transferred over onto the material, so in this case the glass. But it would be the same process if we're using a different material, if we were sticking it down onto another surface. And I love vinyl because you can really use it on pretty much anything. You can customize water bottles, you can customize containers, anything. They're great for labeling jars. And this is the finished product here. I just think it looks so cute. Okay, so moving on to the final project, we're going to be doing some customized Christmas baubles. So I'm just picking out a merry and bright design from the Cricut design space. And then I thought I would do a reindeer. So just picking out a reindeer from the options. And then for the final design, I'm going to do some sparkles, some sparkly stars. So picking that design out and then just kind of resizing them to shape to fit the size of the baubles. And we're going to use the offcuts of that vinyl, the smart vinyl, and because it's smaller, it's a smaller amount, we need to use a mat for this. So it's really clever. The design space again will tell you what to do. And if you're using offcuts, you can just put them down onto a mat and cut it out, cut the design out, and then just peeling the vinyl off, peeling that excess vinyl off. And I'm just using a weeding tool here to get some of those smaller sections out. So you just want to weed everything that we don't need, all the parts of the vinyl that we don't need out from the backing, and then I'm just cutting these out to size so that we can put the individual designs onto some baubles. So I've just got these clear baubles here that I'm going to use. You could use any type of bauble. You just want to be careful if they are, you want to make sure that the surface of the bauble is smooth so that the vinyl can transfer on well. And then the trick here with a rounded shape like a bauble is to work from the middle outward. So as you can see, I'm kind of gently placing the vinyl down in the center, lining it up in the center, and then pressing it down with my finger, just working from the middle outward. And it's okay if the transfer tape gets a bit folded here, but you just want to make sure that the actual vinyl underneath doesn't get folded over so that it doesn't get crinkled. So just working really slowly and gently. You may need to gently peel up the transfer tape in some sections like I'm doing here, just to make sure that the vinyl underneath transfers over properly. Just working really gently and slowly here, that's the trick. But it is just so cool to know that you can customize and decorate any different shape like this. I just think that's amazing. So once I've pressed it down gently, peeling back that transfer tape, and this is the finished result. So here are just some examples of all of the different amazing things that you can do with the Cricut Explore 3 machine and all the different tools and materials that you can use. There's so many ideas that you can create for Christmas. Here are just a few that I've come up with. I really hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for joining me today, and happy cricketing, happy decorating, and happy Christmas to you all. Thank you.